All right, hey everybody, welcome to List Building Strategies. My name is Vic Strazios, and this is a live class that as I'm doing this, and of course we are recording this, so if you're here for the first time, welcome. Let me just make sure that we got the streams going on and all that good stuff. Okay, so hopefully you can hear me, hopefully you can see me. Okay, hopefully our internet is going to be good for streaming. Nothing's going to mess it up. We've got a beautiful eclipse, solar eclipse going on right now here in where I'm at, South Dakota. A lot darker, and it's raining like crazy. Okay, so hopefully everything's gonna go well. And hey, you and I were gonna be talking about list building. Okay, couple things. This is going to be a multi-session training series. Okay, so this is session number 1, obviously, and so I just want to kind of lay the foundation about what's going to happen here, what we're going to be talking about, how it's relevant, why it's relevant, all that stuff, and then we're getting into specifics, specific strategies, and we're going to go a little bit more tactical on this training as well. On how do you first of all acquire a list, right? How do you build a list, and then how do you cultivate your list? What do you do with that list? How do you do all this stuff? Very, very, very important. Okay, couple things. If you are here and if you are not looking to build a solid ground business for yourself, then this will be no use for you. You'll probably get frustrated. You'll probably be like, oh my goodness, I don't want to do any of this stuff. I just want to push a button and get rich, which that doesn't exist. But if you are somebody like a lot of people out there who want to believe in that lie, and want to be naive enough, then this is not going to be the right thing for you, right? And you will probably get bored, and you will not understand anything I'm going to be teaching you, because you have already closed your mind. What I hope for you to be and do is have an open heart, an open mind, and really think about, how do I build a business that I can control? Okay, my friend, control is the key word in everything. Okay, you want to have control. If you don't have control, if you're driving a car, do you want to have control, right? Of course. If you are riding with somebody who drives a car, do you want that person to know how to control the car? You know what I mean? If there is if something goes out of hand, you need to have control, right? In business, if you don't have control, you don't got nothing. And so what we do, the big passion for me through the 4% is that I want to teach entrepreneurs, I want to teach you, right, how to have control in your business, and how to do it right. Once you do it right, or once you understand how to do it right, you can write your check in life, using internet marketing, using whatever platform you want to use, whatever industry. You understand how to control, how to move, how to work with people, how do you acquire, all that stuff. So hey, we're gonna have a lot of fun. There's gonna be $1 million lessons and ideas that I'm gonna be sharing with you from experience. If you don't know who I am, if you're just joining us here, this is your first time maybe logging into this, and you're like, man, I'm just gonna check them out, see if this is a scam, if this is legit, whatever the case might be, right? Look, I don't know everything, but I do know how to create campaigns that do really, really well. And I can tell you this, I've been just a regular affiliate, pushing traffic, and trying to make a buck, being broke, and I was failing. And then when I started to switch my business and really focus on building, and using and doing the strategies that we're going to be talking about here, specifically in this training series, list building strategies, I started to really focus on acquiring those prospects, right, and then cultivating those in a certain way. Things blew up for me. I became from being dead and broke, not having $1.19 to my name, to buy a bread for my family. I remember that clear as day. Many of you know my story. To become a #1 income earner in the very same company I was failing in 3 months. Okay. Obviously, being in the industry for 14 years now, I've seen a lot. And I can tell you this one for a fact. People that really, you look at anybody who's top entrepreneur, top, in any company, top producer, top affiliate, top whatever, income earner, they all have one thing in common, 100%, with no exception. They all mastered list building knowledge, right? List building skills. They understand how to get traffic, and they understand how to build a list, and they understand marketing strategies that most of the, the masses out there that these so-called gurus might be teaching still, right? Not giving full information. The masses, the mentality of the masses is that I just need to click a button and send traffic, and then hopefully we'll have money coming in my bank account. That's foolish. It doesn't work. It may work very, very temporarily if you're perfect, if your timing is perfect, if you get lucky, all that, which I don't believe in that. But you can cultivate it, you can engineer it, and if you do it like that, nobody can ever take it away from you. Okay, the company is irrelevant. What you're promoting is irrelevant. What's relevant is your approach of doing it. Okay, let me test a couple things here. Make sure that we are. I'm going to be sharing my screen. I'm going to be giving you some pointers here. Okay, let's see. Make sure that okay. Hopefully you can see my whiteboard here, huh? Let's do a quick test on the whiteboard because we will start. Okay, let's do a test. Okay, change the color on you here. Really take this stuff, what I'm about to walk you through, really seriously, my friend. It doesn't matter if you have a product or not. If you just joined 4%, this is a skill set you need to acquire. Okay, very important. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and jump straight into this. List building strategies. I'm gonna bring up our little documentary documentation or documents tracker, right? And we're gonna build this out together, and we're gonna talk about, this is session 1. Okay, and here is what I'm going to talk about here. Okay, this particular one, let's call this. I'm going to call this this session the difference maker. Okay, the difference maker. Okay, let's see. Hopefully you can. Let me go ahead and do. Let me go ahead and do a little bit of a bigger thingy here so that you can see. Okay. Okay. So write this down. Okay. Write this down. Okay. Important. Okay. Write this down. Okay. Your list is your most important asset. Okay, your list is your most important asset. Don't let anybody teach you any otherwise. Okay, your list is the most important. Okay, that one would be better. The most important asset in business. Okay, period. Don't listen to anybody who tells you otherwise. Don't listen to anybody who tells you not to build your list, you don't need your list, all that stuff. Why is this important? Okay, it is your asset. If you have a list, you can build a great company. Think of Amazon. Okay, why is Amazon so valuable? Is that because they're selling products? That's part of it, but the most important thing is why? Because they have over, I don't even know how many, millions of millions and millions of credit cards on file. Okay, their list, their customer list. They also have people that are, obviously in their marketing funnels, all that stuff, right? You look at any entrepreneur, any successful entrepreneur, they're all, building a list. If you have ever seen, and I'm not going to get into too much of the basics here. I want to get into the fundamentals, okay? Or I want to get into the strategies here. But if you look at anybody who's a top producer, top income earner in any business online, okay, they all have this one thing in common. What they're teaching you is they're saying, you know what, I'm going to sell you this course. It's going to show you how to click a button and have millions of dollars coming in, or have thousands of dollars coming in. And it's true, but it's partially true, because here's the theory behind it, right? They have a list. They built a list of prospects, right? And they have a certain level of relationship with their list. And hopefully, if it's a good relationship or decent relationship, they can, in theory, right, realistically, that person can click a button, send an email out to the list, click a button, and send an offer, and then have sales coming in literally within minutes. Okay, just like that. It's like commanding money on anytime you want. Okay, You gotta know how to do it so you don't overdo it, right? So there's gotta be a balance. There's, so we'll get into all that stuff. So what a lot of people are seeing is they're seeing the end result, which is, hey, I want to be able to click the button and email, who knows who, right? And it's not always the truth. Okay, so what the top producer is doing is they have a system, they have a way for them to build and engineer their list. Okay, so that's why I think list building strategies is really, really important. So I can teach you what I know about building a list, about how you can promote anything you want to promote, about how one day you can click that button on your computer and you can have money coming in within minutes, right? But you need to understand the full picture. So we're going to take it from the beginning, and then we're going to progress, and we're going to cover a lot of really, really deep strategies as we move on. So this is probably going to be, I'd say, anywhere from 4 to 6 session training. Okay, and we're going to space it out over the next probably 4 to 6 weeks. Will happen once every week, and we're going to tackle perhaps a strategy per week. And as long as you just really think about it, like what I'm going to talk about, just think about it, maybe rewatch it later for the second time, and then as you're rewatching it, then this is the time for you to start putting ideas to action. Ideas without execution are worthless. Okay, so execute on the ideas. And so if the list is being the most important asset in your business, okay, then marketing, all that stuff becomes secondary. Okay, if you have marketing, in fact, this is what I did. Okay, let me show you. Okay, I'll tell you I'll be teaching you from experience. Hold on a second. Let me flip this here. Okay, where's my marker? Okay, here's my marker. Okay, so check this out. Okay, this was 2005, right? So I was promoting this business opportunity, this company, and this was a sales page. This was where I was supposed to make money. Okay, and the company would tell me, you know what, you want to send traffic, right? You want to send traffic there, advertise. This is what's called affiliate model, when this business opportunity right here, okay, hopefully you can see my cursor, right? When this right here is hot, when this is just brand new, and everybody's like jumping on it, it's a new thing, right? And so people want to jump on a new thing. Then it's easy to kind of send traffic, and and hopefully you'll make some money here. Okay, there's 3 components you need. Okay, most people are just focused on 2 components, which is traffic and the page that they don't even control. Okay, and they think this is their business. What I need to do, okay. And initially, when I got started, I was doing the same thing. This is the model that I was doing that was failing me. Okay, I was following this model. This is what the masses are doing right now. You don't need to do it. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because we cover a lot of this inside the 4% on the ongoing basis. You know what I mean? So this is a failing model. Don't do it. Okay, there is a component that's missing here. Okay, and that's a step up from this model. But it will serve you better, which is inserting this is elementary stuff, I know, I understand, okay? And this is inserting a lead page or opt-in, okay? Get people's emails, and we're gonna talk about this, okay? Get people's emails so that when they opt in, they go to your list, okay? And you're building your list, and then you send them, they are, obviously they get redirected after they opt in, but then from your list, you can send them directly here. You can send some emails, right? Again, guys, I'm going very, very elementary stuff right now. I understand if you've been in online for like 3 seconds, you probably know this. It's not it's like forever, man. Just get to the deep stuff. Trust me, we'll get to the deep stuff, but I want to make sure that I don't leave any stones unturned. Okay, so you have emails going out here to the offer, right? But what's most importantly as well is you also, okay, what I like to teach is how to become a real entrepreneur, how to become a true independent entrepreneur, which you can send your list, okay, to your hub, right? Okay, like your blog or your central place where you will be disseminating information, where you will be building a relationship with them, etc., etc. This is a topic for a little bit later on in the training series. We will be getting into this when we talk about list building strategies, when we talk about internet marketing strategies. I'll show you how to effortlessly sell without selling, literally effortlessly, how to sell without selling while you have fun Okay, I'm going to be covering you and delivering strategies to you how you can utilize this whole. Look at this as not a short-term, quick money type, type scenario, because that's not, like, if that's what you're looking for, I'll be the first guy to tell you this. You're not in the right place. Okay, but if you're looking at this as like, how can I make money now, but also more importantly, how can I build a solid foundation for my business, and how do I become a real entrepreneur, even if it might take me a month or 2 months or 3 months or 5 months or a year, you know what I mean? But if I can do this right, man, I can secure my future. Okay, so you got two options here. Do we want to focus on quick money now and no future, but your quick money can be a week, can be a month, can be 2 months, okay, can be 6 months if you're lucky, right? But that's about it. And then you have to jump on the next thing. But there is no future. You're always living in fear. You're always worried. If you're gonna have money coming in tomorrow, there is no security. There is no foundation. You're very, very rocky. If there is wind, metaphorically speaking, you're afraid, because you're afraid that your house is gonna fall apart. Okay. If there is flood, like it is outside right now, I'm looking at my window. It's raining right now. It's like that road is flooding. Okay. Look, it's okay, because those buildings out there, they're built on the foundation of a stone, right? So flood doesn't matter. But if it's a sandy foundation, then those guys would be worried, right? But they're not, because it's all built on a foundation of a stone. I want my business to be built in a way that I have my future secured. Okay. So what it will take is, how can we make money now, right? At the same time, providing and setting myself up for security for years and years and years, and I can pass it on to my kids, and I can secure my kids' future and my grandkids' future if that's what I want. Okay, so which option do you want to go to? Okay, I say option 2 probably a little better, right? So that's what I want to focus on, but we cannot cut any corners, so we're going to tackle all that. Okay, so take a look at this. So when I was promoting an opportunity, okay, and I was just sending sending traffic that I would spend money to, okay, and I would send, I'm just gonna demo it like this. I would send traffic over here, okay. I would let's say if I spend $1,000 on traffic, right? If I spend $1,000 on traffic and I send them straight to this page, okay, or if I send instead of money. Look, this is gonna make sense to new people here, right? If I have 1,000 visitors, okay, if I have 1,000 visitors going to this page right here that I don't control, that's somebody else's sales page, okay, maybe, all right, maybe 2%, okay, convert, maybe. As for the other people, I just lost them forever, okay? If I send them here, I built my asset, okay? I built my list. I captured about, anywhere from very, very minimum 20 to 50%, okay? All right, so all of a sudden I have 500 people, between 200 and 500 people roughly. This is just average. I'm just, giving you average, theoretical examples, but pretty real, theoretical examples here. 200 to 500 people that got on my list, and now this becomes my audience. Okay, so, and then of course I can redirect them to my offer, but later on, right, I'll be sending them to my hub, and then through that I will be able to redirect them to any offer I want. Okay, and this is how you can print money on demand. You can create your own thing. So the most important thing, most people think, well, my business is, most people think my business is this right here. Okay, like whatever offer I'm promoting, oh my goodness, this is my business, and what if something happens to that business? This is not your business. Okay, this is never your business. This can be anything. Your business is learning how to do this right here. Okay, this is your business. Boom. Does that make sense? That is your business. This is the single most important thing that you need to understand how to do, how to get traffic, how to convert that traffic into list. Okay, sales becomes secondary as long as you're converting them into list. That and then sales is step number 2 after that. And then what do you do strategically? This is where we have our marketing, internet marketing strategies class as well. That's happening simultaneously, right? That we're building out. How do you work your list so that you can promote any offer any day, whatever the economy is doing. Again, I'm being a little bit repetitive if you go through other classes as well. So there is traffic generation strategies, internet marketing strategies, and list building strategies. Okay, So they three kind of synergistically come together. Okay, so it's really important for you to understand all three. So if you're just coming in here for this, you want to make sure that you watch the other classes that we have going on as well, because you will really grasp this this marketing concept pretty good. Okay. So again, remember this is session 1. So we're going to cover a lot of the basic stuff, a lot of the fundamentals, and then we're really going to, as we progress deeper, I'm going to show you some stuff that I mean, people that even if somebody is doing like $100,000 or so a month, they still might not realize fully. Okay, I'm really gonna we're gonna cover some really deep stuff. Now, when it comes to this picture, okay, what's important here, okay, for this particular topic that you and I are talking about? Well, the most important thing right now, what's concerning us, is how do I do this right here? Okay, how do I do this? Okay, now it's important for every entrepreneur, if they want to be a real entrepreneur, okay, not just an affiliate relying on somebody else, is to understand how do you build your capture mechanism. Okay, what's your capture mechanism? Well, imagine, okay, imagine if you're fishing. Okay, if you're fishing, where would I want to fish, right? I can go to this pond here, I can go to this pond, I can be fishing in all these different places, right? And I can have people come into my landing page, from all these different places here, okay? Now, there could be multiple of these different landing pages, depends on where I'm fishing, which is also important to understand, okay? Now, I don't want to get too too technical or too advanced on a lot of the, especially if you're new watching this, okay? Just understand this. I'm gonna start with basics, and man, I wish that somebody taught me what I'm gonna teach you, because this made all the difference for me when I was broke and had no money coming in, right? And I was failing doing what everybody else was doing, and then I started to build this right here. Okay, I started to focus on this, and literally 3 months later, this, and also some emails. Okay, my hub was my weekly teleconference call, not even a webinar. The offer didn't change. I was failing with the offer, no money literally coming in, and then 3 months later, with the same offer, I was earning, being #1 income earner. Okay, in the same opportunity. This made all the difference. Okay, how do you build this? Okay, so I want to talk about how do you build this. I want to keep this session pretty easy to understand. Okay, so let's do this. Don't want to get too complicated in the very beginning. So I'm gonna bring this up here. Okay, let's talk about how to build a landing page, how to build an opt-in page. Okay, how to build an opt-in page. Now, step number 1, okay, it must be relevant to the offer you promote at the end. Okay, look, what I'm teaching you here, I'm just like, I'm trying to I don't go off of like notes or scripts or whatever the case is. I'm just being real and raw with you. This is very, very raw. Think of it like a workshop, as you're like sitting or standing next to me here and just kind of watching my screen as I'm trying to convey this information to you. I find that to be the easiest way. So this way I'm teaching you from my experience. I'm not teaching you like from, okay, I gotta tell you the right thing. I'm just telling you what worked for me and kind of going back in my head, and if I could go back to my beginnings, right? How would I approach and how would I build my business to to hopefully eliminate a lot of the mistakes that I've made, and cut my learning curve as much as possible, right? So the offer must be relevant to the landing page. Okay, so if I'm sending traffic, here's my strategy. Okay, let me show you my screen here. Okay, my whiteboard. Okay, so if I have an offer that talks about, if I have an offer, for example, okay, check this out. If I have an offer, actually, I'm gonna do this. All right, if I have an offer here, all right, that talks about traffic, okay, that talks about traffic getting. Like, for example, if I'm selling a product that says, hey, learn how to get traffic, right? Okay, cool. So instead of me sending traffic or advertising that to, you know, what could be my pond, right? Well, my ponds could be, this could be affiliate marketers, all right? These guys have no idea, you know, how to, or a lot of them have no idea how to generate traffic. A lot of them think, well, my traffic is my, you know, you know, the missing piece, which in many cases is, okay, but it's not entirely true. What else? Okay, I can go to consultants. Okay, I can go to, who else would be my good market, right? I could be network marketers. Okay, network marketers. I can go to information marketers. Okay, informational marketers or infopreneurs. People that have, you know, education and they create courses and they want to get more traffic. So these could be my potential ponds, right? People that I could talk to. Okay. Now let's say if I'm promoting, if I am promoting a product here, it could be my product or it can be somebody else's product. Okay. So typically, and this is what I learned. I learned this initially from. Man, that was a long time ago. I learned it from Dan Kennedy. There's he's considered to be like the godfather of internet marketing of direct sales or direct response. A really, really smart guy. If you have a chance, his stuff is not, you know, cheapest, but that's what I was. I mean, I learned a lot from Dan back in the days. He was one of my mentors. He says, you have to have a message to market match. Okay. Message to market. Okay, message to market match. Dan Kennedy was a mentor for a guy like a guy you might have heard about or no, you know, heard his name, Frank Kern, right? So Dan Kennedy, you know, taught Frank a lot about marketing as well. And so message to market match needs to be very, very relevant. Okay, if you have a mismatch, okay, if I'm promoting to you know, if I'm promoting to for example, a BizUp guy, right? I'll give you an example. If I'm trying to fish in this pond right here, business opportunity person, right? This guy right here, okay? And I'm talking to him about the importance of getting traffic or learning how to, you know, how to generate traffic or how to become independent entrepreneur. It would be a mismatch. Okay, he would not understand it. He would be like, "Huh? What are you talking about? I wanna push button riches." That's what he wants. Okay, so something for this guy, right? For a business opportunity seeker, right? A message would be, and I'm gonna show you here in just a second. A message would be an offer, okay, that I would run to him, and I would just say, one click, riches. Okay. He would get all excited about it. He would be like, yay, you know, let's do it, right? Now, the problem with that is he's being fooled. You know, he buys this product and then he's like this because that doesn't work, okay? So what I want is I want to build my business in a way that would secure my future, and I want to have my customers, people that I sell to, right? People that I sell to, I want to make sure that you know, there is no. If I see my customers, or if I meet my customers, if I have an event ever, your strategy needs to be long term. Okay, so think about it like this: what you're doing right now, what are you doing it for? If you're doing it just for the money, you know, you're probably either just getting started, or you know, or that's your first initial why, which is fine. But again, long term, if you really see yourself 5 years from down the road, if there's no like significant reason why you got into, you know, the this space, especially if you're being in the 4%, right? Then you might be, you know, you might find yourself be disappointed because money is not everything, right? It's cool, but then if I can build my business, let's say if I wanted to have down the road, if I wanted to have, you know, maybe I do some sort of a mastermind or an event, or it might be, you know, later on, if your goal is to launch out something for yourself, and you have your customers, right? Well, now the actions that I take right now, I need to make those actions or take those actions in a way that would strategically, right, maybe a year down the road, help me get to where I'm going. Okay, check this out. Okay, you might be right here. So you might be learning about this stuff right here. Where do you want to be at here? And this one might be 2 years, okay, from now, okay? 2 years from now. So if I whatever I do right now, whatever I learn, whatever I propagate into the marketplace to these guys right now, okay, whatever my message would be, however I'm building my business and my journey here, right, whatever that is, it better be strategic so that by the time I get here, okay, let's say if I want to have a big mastermind, or if I want to, you know, gather my, you know, all of these guys, you know, all of these guys, if I want to gather them here, okay, one day, I want to have a, you know, 1,000-person meeting or something like that, right? I want to make sure that my customers, when they see me, they'll be like this, right? Instead of you trying to avoid your customers because you led them wrong, okay? Now, the message, okay, that I'm propagating, hold on one sec, I'm gonna show it to you. This is a little long, you know, a little long precursor to how do you build your landing page, okay? Here's my strategy. What I want to do is I want to take whatever these guys want, like consultants, network marketers, affiliate marketers, right? They understand the importance of traffic. If I sell a course, this is an example. This actually happened to me. And this is one of the strategies that I deploy. When I sell a course that talks about, you know, maybe it's a, you know, like in 4%, okay, we're gonna have this topic covered, and we're gonna have, like, we have the specialty courses. You know, you may be a member of like a pro level member of the 4%, which obviously if you're watching this, you have to be a pro level member, or maybe you just purchased this particular training as a standalone, right? So all of our pro level members, for example, in 4%, they are able to promote our specialty products. Okay, these are products, okay, that talk about a specific skill set. Okay, it can be a traffic on Facebook. Okay, Facebook generation traffic course. It can be Instagram, right? It can be, you know, it'll be YouTube mastery. It'll be SEO, right? So all these different traffic sources. But then, let me just explain it to you like this. Okay, so for example, if I wanted to promote one, for example, Facebook, okay, instead of sending people straight to here, what I would do is I would say, you know what? I want to take one strategy. Okay, I want to build a landing page, and I'm going to show you how to, you know, how I go about building landing pages, all that stuff. Okay, you got your headline, you got your simple opt-in, you got them to submit. Okay, submit button. So, okay, you've got one idea. One secret. Okay, here's what I want to do. Okay, let's say that I'm gonna set out to promote a Facebook traffic generation course right here. Okay, and this is going to be a product, you know, maybe it sells for, I don't know, $500 or $1,000 or $2,000, doesn't matter, right? Instead of promoting the product directly, what I would do is I would take, as a, you know, obviously as an entrepreneur, is I would take one nugget, okay, that this course is teaching, and I would make a headline here on my landing page, and I would say, learn #1 secret. Okay, you can point to this or this. Number one secret, the number one strategy, okay, or top idea, or keywords like best, highest, okay, biggest, okay, idea, strategy, giving you some power words that work for me, and we'll get into the some technicals here in a moment. Strategy, secret, idea, biggest, highest, biggest, exclusive. Okay, all of these are power words for landing pages. So I would run an ad, okay, or do an email drop to this audience right here, okay, that would talk about this headline, okay, on this page. They come in, they opt into my list. Okay, what I would do is I would immediately send them to either this is option 1. You don't have to do this, but if you can, it will be best. Okay, it's called a bridge page, okay, or connecting page. Again, this is not new. I get it. If you have been online for any period of time, this is not new to you, and a lot of people are talking about it now. Very few people are actually doing it. Okay, this bridge page acts as a connecting point between this landing page and whatever you're promoting. Okay, this is where you could deliver. For example, you could deliver your number one strategy, or your number one secret, or your number one exclusive thing, or your idea, or the highest, the best kept secret, or however you word it here. Okay, we'll get into the copywriting on headlines, and I'll give you guys a whole bunch of examples from direct sales copywriting arsenal as we progress there. So it'll be really, really beneficial. But this strategy right here, okay, where everybody else would try to sell this direct, I'm channeling people through this considered wrapper, okay, is what I refer to it. I capture the list, I deliver an idea. This can be a video, or it can be a post, okay, or it can be a PDF, okay. But here is where I would deliver whatever the landing page said, okay. So there is a message, which is my headline, message to market. In this case, my market could be affiliate marketers, match, okay, to the offer. So all of these three will be congruent. Now, this is the best, ultimate, best case scenario. Okay, this is what I would prefer to have. Okay, and so this bridge page would be something like this. Okay, you run an ad. You can have your video on it, or it doesn't have to be your video on it. Maybe a headline, just something very simple. I'm going to show you a couple ideas or some examples here in a minute. Okay, but then as soon as they opted in, they go to my video, and I would be like, hey everybody, this is Vic. Thanks for stopping by. You just requested information on, boom, and you cross-reference this right here. Okay, you just made that connection because they just came. That's what they came there for. You just requested information on this topic, which is your headline. Okay, and in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to boom whatever the headline said. Okay, you give them this one strategy. This can be a 5-minute video, it can be a 10-minute video. Okay. Again, this is ultimate, and I know that if you're brand new here, you're like, Vic, you're losing me. I don't think I can do this, and oh my goodness, this is so hard. Okay, don't think that is this hard or easy or whatever. Just observe right now. Okay, don't overcomplicate things. But this is how you create. This is how you create a a 6-figure campaign versus a campaign that does $20 in sales or $40 in sales. You know what I mean? This makes all the difference. So what you're doing, right, is you are bridging, okay? You are bridging your marketing, you're building your list, okay? And you're positioning so that at the end of the video, you can say, hey, if you want more information, or by the way, if you're looking to master Facebook traffic generation, okay? Click the link below and you will get more information and more advanced training. You'll be able to get into more advanced training on the topic. You see what I'm saying? So you just effectively bridged the gap while cultivating a relationship from the get-go with your list, right? And also in doing so, okay, you just put a face to the name. Now when this person, okay, when this guy right here, okay, when he goes through this process, or this girl, okay, they have made a connection between your offer and you, okay, your happy face. Does that make sense? So hopefully you're getting me, you're getting where I'm coming from here, and you're reading between the lines of what I'm saying to you. Okay, this can get really advanced, you guys. Okay, you're watching this. I don't want it to keep it super. I don't want to go advanced on the first session. I just want to make sure that we cover some ground here. Okay, so this is obviously ultimately what would be the best thing to do for anybody. Okay, this is how you become, again, just like in that last slide. Okay, let's see. Okay, remember this? Similar, right? Similar concept here. Okay, your product. Oops. Hold on a sec. Bring this up. So your product. There we go. Okay, this becomes your business. This is how you become a true entrepreneur, because you're cultivating your world. This becomes your world. Okay, you get to set the rules. You get to you get to tell who you work with, who you don't work with, but you make money at will here, like this. Okay, so this is ultimate. Now this is the second best right here. I'm gonna paint a scenario for second best. Let's say you have you have a page that you're promoting. Okay, and then you just build a landing page here. Okay, you got your headline. You got people to opt in, and you got a button to submit. Okay, their information, they're going to your list. Okay, and in this case, you would just get traffic. Okay, again, this can be different ponds of people. Okay, affiliate marketers, this can be consultants, depending where you're getting your traffic from. We'll talk. All this will be connected. You'll see. Okay, so if this doesn't make a whole lot of sense for you right now, watch the whole thing unfold, okay, the entire training unfold, and put you'll be able to put 2 and 2 together between all these different sessions that we have. Again, if you just dedicate yourself to learning this stuff, you will become probably you'll be able to raise yourself in the top, maybe 0.5% of all online marketers in our space, because very, very few people understand this. This is the second best case scenario. You send traffic to your landing page here, okay? They opt in, they go to your list, and then immediately they get redirected to whatever offer page you're sending them to. Okay, it's not going to be as effective, but at least you're still building your list. Okay, at least you're still capturing your subscribers there. Does that make sense? Again, the difference is here you're channeling them through what's called a bridge page. I gotta charge this up. Okay, that makes sense? This little piece right here, this little piece, with a video that can be a 5 to 10 minute video, can make a difference between you making 6-figure income or $100. Okay, literally. So let me show you something else here. Okay, let me bring you online, and let's talk about. Actually, before I do that, let me do this. Let me how to build a landing page. Okay, so we can do this. Message to market match. Don't forget. Okay, we just talked about it. Let's see, platforms. Let's see, building your landing page. Okay, so building your landing page. Let's talk about this. Okay, so what I do, okay, is I want to do. I do a lot of research on a lot of different things. Okay, and it's as a marketer, right? I can progress, move forward, making my own mistakes, or if I can eliminate, if I can save some of my mistakes or potential mistakes, and then learn from somebody else's mistakes, that's even better, right? It's better for you to learn from my mistakes than it is for you to go make your own mistakes, and learn from your mistakes. You know what I mean? We all, make mistakes at one point in time. Obviously, nobody's gonna, build their business with no mistakes. You'll get punched in the face. You'll get kicked. You'll get knocked out. But the most important thing is that you get up. Okay, the most important thing is that I get up, right? And that's important. So when I talk about landing pages, okay, testing is critically important. Okay, testing is important. So let's make these nodes here. So I can do test myself, okay? Or I can also leverage other people's landing page or other people's I can leverage other people. Okay, here's what I mean by leveraging other people. Let me pull up my my internet here. Okay, give you an example. I'll give you an example. For example, there is a site called offervault.com. So for research, okay, here's my little, my little secret that I can tell you. I look at offers that are running on CPA networks, cost per action networks. What are those? Well, this is where I can put up, let's say if I have an offer, right, whatever that might be. Let's say I'm selling a product. And this is the ideal way to go about it. This is the right way to go about it, right? And by the way, we're going to be teaching and talking and actually have an entire system from the 4% that would be tailored to CPA market or to the CPA world. It's going to be phenomenal. But here's the idea. I have a product, I have an offer. I've tested and optimized my offer, okay? Again, this is the right way to do it. Test and optimize, get the conversions up, okay? Split test your landing pages, and then I want to blow it up, right? I take my converting offer, I take it to a CPA network, okay? And CPA network, these are networks that can have thousands and tens of thousands of affiliates, okay? Super affiliates, people that just drive traffic. They're not business owners necessarily. They don't care about they don't care about building. A lot of them. Again, I'm being a little stereotypical here, but many of them, I'd say probably 80% of these guys, they don't care about building relationship with anybody. They're just running traffic. They're just arbitraging clicks. That's it. And so me being a smart business owner, right? I can leverage that platform. I can leverage those people, and I can have those people run a whole bunch of traffic to my landing page, okay? Because what they're doing, okay, is they're doing this. Okay, a lot of those guys are doing this model right here. Okay, they're gonna run traffic to my landing page. This is hold on a sec. Okay, this is my landing page. This is CPA network guys, right? Running traffic to my landing page. I am building a list. This is my list. Okay, that's my list. And then I can send people anywhere I want to send them to after they got after they opted in. But these guys, how they get paid? Okay, this guy gets paid for every lead or for every click that he sends me to this page, to my page right here. Does that make sense? So I am the business owner here. Okay, this is me, the big guy, right? And I can say, okay, I'm gonna pay you, all right? I'm gonna pay you $2, to $5 per lead. Make sense? $2 to $5 per lead. And then this guy right here goes like crazy and he promotes, he sends tons of traffic to my landing page. I don't really care how much traffic he needs to send to me. I only pay him for a lead that got on my list right here, okay? And again, we're not gonna get into this right now. We're gonna get into this a little bit later on, okay? On all this. These are different strategies that we can talk about. So what's good about it? Well, for me is, I'm running my campaigns like normal, right? But I can also, this is how I can scale my business and just really go through the stratosphere, like really, really, really quickly. Once I have a highly converting system, okay? And my system better not be this linear, okay? My system better be at the very, very least, something like this, okay? So that all these CPA, let's say this is a CPA offer guy or a CPA guy, right? He sends traffic here. I'm building my list. I'm sending them to my pre-frame, and then I can promote anything I want to promote. But at the same time, I also can do, hold on. I can also now, right, send them to my hub because this is my list. And I'm building myself a 7-figure business, okay? Doing it right, doing it strategically, doing it very methodically, and very, very predictably. Okay, where everybody is just like, bam, 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 I just want to make a couple quick bucks. I just want to send, spam the, whatever, however they're thinking about, but you can control that too. Whereas my thinking is, I don't need all that. I'm going to set my landing page on a double opt-in, which we'll get into that. That's not the topic for today. Trust me, you will get $1 million education here from the series. Okay, I put it through a double opt-in process so that I don't pay the CPA guy for every lead that just anybody, like a robot, they can set up on a automated system, and there's no real people involved. They can just lead stuff me. No, I want to make sure that it's all verified. Okay, somebody opts in, they have to go check their email, verify, and then that's becomes my real opt-in, and that's when I pay the CPA guy. So he goes crazy, markets for me, and I can have an army of these people right here, right? I can have 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 people marketing. As long as my page converts, it makes sense to them, but makes sense to me. And on the back end, I'm converting like crazy as well. So I'm making more money on the back end here than what I'm paying to these guys. You see, you follow the model? Then if I make more money here than I'm paying to these guys, then I can just scale as much as I possibly can, as quickly as I possibly can. Okay? So for me, what I want to know is, okay, how do I know which landing pages convert? Okay, which landing pages convert? And what can I model that would be, might already be converting out there. Okay, so I can split test and I can optimize myself, which I do, but I can also go to a site, for example, like OfferVault.com right here. Okay, OfferVault, and this is like a collection of different networks, different CPA networks, as you can see here. CPA, Medica. There is Mondo Media, there is Lead, Giant, there is Appniac, and there's all kinds of them. Okay, Peerfly. Some of them are new, some of them are not so new. So this is just like a collection of different networks. Expert Mobi, all that, but the beautiful thing about this, now don't get carried away. Okay, this can mess you up if you're not being careful. Okay, this right here, when you do your research, especially if you're not grounded entrepreneur yet, like, you know what I mean, you're not you're not you don't have you're not walking on firm grounds yet. You're kind of still chasing after shiny objects, and and you like chasing after anything that might give you might make you think like the grass is greener. I'm telling you, when you go to sites like these, with some of these offers you will see, right, it's going to be so crazy, you'll get so tempted. Save your money. All of this stuff, 99% of this is garbage. Okay, I'm telling you, like what I want to show you here, 99% of this is garbage. But I can still leverage the garbage to do my market research. Okay, I don't want to make it sound like it's bad, or make it make you feel like I'm doing something. Like, it's okay. You can do this too. Okay, you can go through a lot of dirt yourself to find the gems, or you can just look at what's going on there and the gems that come up to the to the top, and you just leverage for what you need to build your empire, if that makes sense. Okay, so let me show you what I mean by that. Check it out. So OfferVault.com. Okay, you can create an account if you want to. This is just a free. Let's say, for example, if I type in business opportunity, okay, and just click on search, what it's gonna do is it will display to me a whole bunch of like 841. See, there's 841 results. Now there's a lot of garbage. Now what I'm looking for is this. Look at the payout. This is the important column, two important columns. I'm looking at this column right here. Okay, see this? Okay, payout, $245, and I'm looking for type. This is CPA. Okay, so you will see something like this. Payout. This person here, okay, would pay out $100 for a lead. Okay, so in our case here, if I go and advertise on CPA, if I put my offer on CPA here, and I have these guys run traffic to me, every lead that comes in, I would pay them $100. Does that make sense? Now, why is that important to me as a smart entrepreneur? Why is it important? Well, if somebody else is going to pay $100 per lead, okay, that page must be converting, don't you think? And they also must be making money on the back end as well to be able to sustain those numbers, to sustain that. Okay? And so what I can do, okay, looks like it's a recruitment for affiliates, is I would go and I would check out their landing page. Okay? CPA. Now CPA can also be a landing page as well. Okay? Right here, this is $80 per lead, but this is auto accident campaign. Let's see if we can find something that's different. This is business opportunity. Looks like there's a whole bunch of stuff. This is like $18 per lead. See that people are paying, and now you can go different industries like heating and air conditioning, for example, right? High converting, high payout. Looks like they're going through another third party. I think if I had an account, I can actually see the actual landing page. In this case, they don't show me the actual landing page. But once you once you play with this, you'll be able to come up with some really good information for you. And what I'm looking for is primarily how the landing page is laid out. Okay, how the landing page is made. Like this sponsored stuff. This is garbage. I don't need the sponsor. Anybody can pay to be a sponsor. Okay, so I'm gonna look at something like this. Okay, $360 per sale. People are paying. So I can just literally take a look. Okay, I gotta have an account to be able to view it. Okay, no worries. You guys can play with it if you want to. Okay, just don't get carried away. Okay, don't get carried away. Look for the payout and the sale type to be a lead. Okay, let's see, this one here looks like some kind of European thingy. View landing page. Let's see if I can get this. Some of these I can get without having an account or logging into my account. Some of these I have to log into my account. And I open this up. Sometimes it will give you, it looks like I have to log into my account to be able to view this. Okay, but see, it kind of gives you a little preview here. You know, welcome to blah 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 blah. It's asking me for my name, so I want to gauge. Okay, I want to gauge what other people's landing pages look like. Okay, or you can actually, if you're into sales, or if you want to have a whole funnel, you can actually leverage and take a look at somebody else's funnel. This can be a gold mine of a tool for you for research if you want. Okay, so what I can do is I can come here to a site like OfferVault, which is one of many sites. There's you can actually Google CPA networks. I don't want to get too into like tactical into details here. I want to give you a bigger picture of what kind of how you should be thinking as an entrepreneur. We'll get into more tactics and how-tos a little bit later on, but you can just Google, okay, CPA networks, and then just take a look at the top 5 CPA networks. So just Google top 5 CPA networks and just go there, create yourself a free account, okay. Hope some of them will not, will be more difficult to get approved than others. But if you can get approved, just kind of take a look. Don't promote anything, don't worry about it, but take a look at other offers that are running, okay, that are converting and that have high payout, okay, to their affiliates. Now look at it from a strategic angle as an entrepreneur, okay, as somebody that can build your own world or looking to build your own world, right? What is converting out there? And then what I do is I would go to I can go to, like for myself, for example, I have ClickFunnels. Okay, I go to clickfunnels.com and I can just build out my landing page. Okay, I can build out a landing page I have a whole bunch of them here, as you can see, right? But I, that's what I go. You can also go to Lead Pages. Leadpages.net is another one. I personally like ClickFunnels a lot, but I use Lead Pages for as another tool sometimes for research as well. Okay, let me show you how. See, when you go to templates, okay, you go to templates here, and you can sort by. Let's see. Event business, lead capture. Okay, see this here? Lead capture. So it would give me, based on conversion rate, okay, different templates that I can take a look at that are converting. Okay, see something as simple as this. I can preview the template. Okay, this page, for example. Okay, now I don't use Lead Pages to build these. If you do, great. I use ClickFunnels. But what I'm looking for is ideas, right? So something like this, I just have headline, and it's a two-step, right? I'm sure you've seen a lot of these. I might just create it. Very, very easy to create. So this can become my landing page, this piece, that would talk about the one thing or one strategy that would be relevant to whatever I'm promoting. Okay, let's say if I promoted, same case scenario, let's say if I promoted multiple, like a bundle, okay, like a big mega course on traffic, okay, and it covered Facebook, it covered Instagram, it covered all these different traffic sources, right? But it would be like a one big course, one big bundle, okay. And if I wanted to promote that, well, what I could do here is I could say, you know what? Here is, three top strategies for traffic generation. And then you can just take, I would take some content or some modules, right? And talk about the what to from the modules. For example, well, first traffic strategy is Instagram. Now, here's a couple of things you need to know about Instagram. Just give them a little bit of, a good value. It's got to be good value, right? This is how people can, will be connected to you here on your list, so they'll be looking up for you for advice. Again, strategically, don't just, blindly, try to get people on your list, because it's not going to help you. You want to make sure that every step you make is strategic, and with every step you're getting closer to your subscriber on your list, okay, and building that relationship. But then, you give them maybe 3 strategies here, right? That becomes your headline. And then you can say your pitch could be, look, if you like these, there is 7 more or 6 more, and we actually go into in a great depth in how to implement those for you, etc., etc. And now you just made that connection. You know what I mean? Now you just made that connection to the actual course, and then to your list. Let's say if people will not buy immediately to your course, right? Well, one of the things that you can do on your hub is you can continue to post, okay? You can continue to do blog posts, okay? A blog post talking about, maybe you do a video, maybe you do an article. This becomes your free content, okay? Same concept. You're talking about a piece of value that's relevant, message to market match, okay? Relevant to whatever product that you're selling. You talk about it here, and then you direct people back to the course, okay? Or actually it would be from this link. So you're providing free content on your blog, right? Sending people over to your product that you're selling, which can be your affiliate offer. Now, throughout this whole thing, as you're doing this, you are actually building content that leads to sales, okay? If you have been online for any time, you're like, okay, I've seen this, good refresher, right? But if you're somebody who's new, your head might be hurting right now. Oh my goodness, this is like, this stuff is fun. I'll tell you, here is the best advice I can tell you. Learn to love the game, You know what I mean? Just learn to love the game. Don't think of what you do like what we do in 4%. Don't think of your like you building your business or you building your, you know, you have to be this super, you know, strict professional that like never has fun. Look, have fun, okay? You gotta have fun. You know, you don't look at things, don't take things too seriously, okay? Give yourself room to mess up. Give yourself room to make mistakes. Give yourself room to, you know, to put some stuff out there that you might feel, you know, maybe even embarrassed about, you know, because it's your first time or second time or that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Don't be too strict on yourself. Don't be too in your head. Just listen more to your heart. You know what I mean? And when you watch all this unfolding, you know, as we get into the more specific strategies and, you know, how do you work your what I want to do is I want to get into specifics. For example, I use ClickFunnels. Okay, so I use ClickFunnels to build all my, you know, landing pages and that kind of stuff, and I love them also because let me just go here. See this lead pages. Okay, I go to ClickFunnels and they have this marketplace, this funnel marketplace too. Okay, once you're inside of your account, and they are just starting to build this out. Okay, and so, you know, there's other people creating these funnels, and, you know, you can buy an entire funnel, which I don't know. Sometimes I would recommend, sometimes I wouldn't. Depends. You don't have to spend a bunch of money. Okay, but what I'm looking for is I'm fishing for ideas, because I can go and recreate that same landing page that's already converting. You know what I mean? I can recreate, like, for example, here's a webinar. Okay, 100K webinar opt-in landing page. If it's already converting high, I can go into my ClickFunnels account and I can literally recreate the entire thing. Okay, but at least I'm looking for, if I need ideas for templates, boom. Okay, or I can just buy this one for $8. Okay, it's up to you. Does that make sense? So don't get hung up on the little thing that would prevent you from, you know, from moving forward. Let's see, there's appointment squeeze page. So this is like for, you know, medical, right? Ultimate dental leads. Okay, so dental funnel. Okay, ideas. There's a lot of ideas, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into, you know, we're gonna get into some of this stuff. I'm gonna show you the, you know, highest converting landing pages that I ran. I'm gonna dig those up. I'm gonna show you the, you know, the marketing strategy, the psychology behind them, all that stuff. You will learn a lot. Okay, give yourself a couple things. Give yourself permission to fail. Literally, that's okay. Okay, in terms of doing things, that's what I mean. Okay, there's a big difference. A lot of people fail because they think that, you know, they want to have everything figured out. Start doing, and it's okay if you fail. Okay, it's okay if you run, you know, if you make a mistake. Give yourself permission to make mistakes. I think it's better way to put it. Number two is give yourself time to succeed. Okay, building a significant business online, it will take a little bit of time. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be broke the whole time. You can still get your income going. You can have the money coming in. But at the same time, really focus on understanding. Knowledge, awareness is what we're building here. Okay, that's what we're after. Is you being aware of how to make money. You know, the people that in this industry, all the masses out there, you know, they're not struggling because they want to struggle. Dude, who wants to struggle? Nobody wants to struggle. You know, people that are not able to make the kind of money that they want to make is not because they can't. It's simply because they're not aware of how to. And when somebody like myself comes along, right, and I say, you know what you have been doing got you to where you are, or where you at. Here's how you really do it. And trust me, 14 years in the business, I've seen a lot. You know, a lot of people are naive enough to go after the lowest hanging fruit, or so they think, and it's all just a mirage. You know, they go after the road of least resistance only to find themselves back at square one again. What I would rather teach you is how to build your business in a way that you can make money now, but you're at the same time you're building a very strong future for yourself. You know, and just really becoming somebody who's going to be a leader in the space. One day, if you want to teach others what you've done, go and do it properly. Okay, and so we can do it together. That's what I'm here for. You may need to watch this a few times. Really, when you watch these classes or these strategies, or learn these ideas, especially if they're new to you, read between the lines. You really have to like take a step back and just really understand. Okay, what about that? What about now that diagram that I drew out? Okay, really look at it and just really maybe even pause the video when you rewatch this and just think about it like this. What about my business? What am I promoting? How can I implement this in my field, whatever I'm doing? Even if you don't have your own product right now, that's totally fine. Look, you can promote other people's products for the rest of your life. You don't have to ever create your product if you don't want to. But you have got to understand, how to create control in your business, okay? You have got to understand how to do this, okay? You have got to understand, this is how you create control. This is your control. This is your business, okay? Right here. See this? See my cursor? This is your control right here. This is your world. You must. There is no other way around it. There is no ifs, buts. There is no, if never, ever, ever, ever depend, just be an affiliate promoting somebody else's products for the rest of your life without having this control here. Okay? Does that make sense? And so that's what I'm going to teach you how to do this, how to build this, how to build your own world so that you can have a very solid business built on the foundation of a stone that nobody ever will be able to take away from you, because you can rebuild it just like that. And if you're building your business asset, you can tap into that list anytime you want. You build good relationship with them. People respect you. People will be looking up to you for advice. You will become somebody who's going to be, able to lead them to greater fields and greater opportunities, and people will follow you. That's the coolest thing. Okay, you're making difference in people's lives. That's more more important than any amount of money. Okay, look, I appreciate you. Look for session 2 coming up. Stay tuned, and let's do this together. Right? I'll be back for another session a week from now, or if you watching this after the fact, after these are recorded, then you can go and just go to session 2. But look at these and try to watch these in the order that we're putting them out, because one will be connected to another, to the previous, and so forth. But again, there's 3 pillars. There is traffic generation strategies, there is internet marketing strategies, and list building strategies. All 3 pillars will be working together. You need the three legs to a stool, right? So we're going to be covering all that. Really, really important stuff. I appreciate you, and watch this a couple times if you have to, and I'll see you in the next class. See ya.